Okay, so I want to do a tutorial on how I made my quiet book. I did a lot of research online trying to figure out what the best way to do was, and this is what I came up with. This is a 11 by 11 square. This is the same, my pages are all on 11 by 11. I suggest a smaller size just because it took me so long to do this. I have a little clasp over here, a button and a little loop that I sewed on there. Flip open my first page. I have an inside cover here. This is January, and this is a holiday book. I made mine all about holidays. So you've got the ball that slides up and down, a little piece of string that I sewed to the inside of my tower at the top and the bottom. And the ball slides up and down for New Year's. And then you go into Valentine's Day. And this is for a little 2-year-old girl, so I did Be My Valentine's, and the little heart flips up. For March, I did put the gold in the pot, and on the end of these little golden ribbons, I'm going to glue those little plastic coins that you buy from like the dollar store, and this is going to be for March. This is my pot of gold. For April, since we're all a big Christian family, I decided to do something that referred back to Jesus instead of the traditional Easter bunny. So I did "and on the third day, Jesus rose." This page took me a while because I had to cut out each and single individual little square, and then instead of using puff paint or trying to actually cut out felt letters, I actually did iron-on letters just because it was so much easier. And because the little girl I made this for is half Spanish, half American, I did Cinco de Mayo and count the little sombreros. They ended up kind of looking more like cowboy hats than they did anything, but she'll know what they are. And I put the numbers. I put 1, 2, 3, 4, and wrote it in Spanish for Cinco de Mayo. For June, because I didn't do Mother's Day or Father's Day, I decided to do something that would remind me a little bit more of summer, and the thing that came to my mind was Mr. Kool-Aid. So, and inside here is a little pocket, and it's got all the pieces, and you can make your own Mr. Kool-Aid face. And then they just slide back up and behind the pocket. So you've got June, then you go into July, and I decided to make my own flag for July. So I made a little blue piece, it's got all of those, and inside behind here, because my page is white, I put this black piece behind it to so that you can see what it kind of looked like. And you just got your little pieces, and you just make your own flag, and then you stick them back in this pocket, and you're ready to go again. For August, I couldn't think of another holiday either, so I did back to school. So I made myself a little backpack. There's a little zipper on the side. There's all kind of tutorials online about how to sew this really simple zipper in there. And inside the backpack, there are all kinds of back to school items. I've got a crayon, I've got scissors, an apple, pencils, and a glue bottle. And they all just go right back inside the backpack and you zip it shut. Now, because she's born in September, because I didn't do anything else, and there's really not a holiday for September, I decided to make a present for her. So I attached a little piece of Velcro on here, and this folds apart, and then on the inside there's a little message that says, "Happy birthday, Leah," and then that just folds back up here, and then you just Velcro it back down. Yep. And to decorate the page a little bit, I put some riprap all the way around all the edges and some little lacy pieces. Then you go into October, and I made these really fun little people in little underwears. You've got just 3 traditional people, and then you've got a witch up here. And then on the second page next over, I made a little treasure trunk to keep all their little costumes in. And I made the costumes to where you can change them out. Like I made a little king here, so you can put your little king on here, and then if you wanted him to have, where is it here? Like witch's hat, like witch's hair. Here you go. You got a little witch's hat, and it can go up here on her too, or over here. You can put them on anything. And there's 5 or 6 little costumes. I made a witch, a pirate, because he has a little wood leg there, a ghost, and a king. And then I made November, and November's a turkey. On this page, I'm not quite finished with it yet. I'm going to get feathers, and I'm going to glue them to the end of all 3 of these little ribbons here. That way you can pull the 3 feathers on either side, and you can put the feathers in behind the turkey to make him for Thanksgiving. And then there's December, and like I said, because we're Christian, we didn't do the traditional Christmas tree. We decided to do the 3 wise men, Joseph, Mary, Jesus, and the angel. And these are all little finger puppets that you can take off, put on your finger and play with. On the back of them, I put a little piece of Velcro to hold it on there, and then I just attached a little piece of Velcro to the page here, and I made a little manger out of some ribbon and made my page and got the North Star, and then you can see where I sewed my ribbon on here. I haven't got it cut down yet. And then that's the end of my book. And it closes and you start all over again. So I hope that helps anybody that's been looking. And that's it.